In this video, I'm going to show you a method that helped me earn $1,700 from just one video. I started out with $1,000 and ended up making a total of $2,800. This is a really simple method. We'll be using the best entry points in the OTC market, so you can repeat this method yourself without any skills or experience right after watching this video. So let's get started. Let's start with 25%. That's $264 in total. Now I just need to pick a currency pair to trade with. Next, I'll show you all the useful life hacks and practical strategies you can use in practice to easily make money on the OTC market. For this example, I'm choosing the EUR-USD currency pair, selecting it in the BoosterBot interface, and setting the trade time to 1 minute. Now, all that's left is to wait patiently for the signal to appear. I get a signal to buy. By the way, the signal isn't very reliable, meaning its win rate's pretty low, about 60 to 69%. But in theory, it should work out now, especially since we have high volatility and a low percentage at stake. Next, we'll go through all these parameters, and I'll also show you the best entry points and how to customize the bot as much as possible for yourself. Let's watch the first trade. And the first trade brings in $243. Great! Now, as a result, I have $1,300 in my balance, so I can open the next trade again at 25%, which is already $320. By the way, you can activate this robot right now using the link in the description below this video. All you need to do is go under this video or check the pinned comment. There will be a link to activate this robot. Activate it and you can work just like this on weekends in the OTC market or whenever all the markets are open, depending on your preference. So go ahead, activate this robot and start trading. But for now, let me show you its features in detail. Next, I'm choosing the currency pair Australian dollar, Swiss franc. I select it quickly in the bot, set the trade time to 1 minute. Now, let's go through the navigation and see what's going on here in the interface. Look, I just got a buy signal. So we see here we have a buy, and here are our percentages. So we'll open a trade for an increase. Now, if the probability percentage for a successful entry is high, you can open the trade right away. If it's say 60 or 65, then it's better to think about it and check the following parameters. If those are also within the normal range, then you can confidently open the trade. Here, the value should be below 40 and here above 30. We look at these parameters when the probability for a successful entry is low. If the probability is over 80, open the trade immediately. If it's around 70, you need to check the other parameters and see how the price is behaving. Here we see a movement of 70 points in our direction on this currency pair, so we take $300. Now I have $1,600 in my balance. Let's open the next trade at 30%, that's $480, or even 35%, which is $560. At the same time, I'm not risking anything right now. And at the same time, let's go over the entry points and the bot settings in more detail. Friends, unfortunately, the sound didn't get recorded for some of the trades. There were some technical issues. I was showing you how the 5-second candles work. These are the best entry points. We can see from the movement that the market really gives us some great entry opportunities. So let's figure out how to set this up. Look, a new 5-second candle. So once again, you need to go here to the candles, select 5 seconds, and make sure to turn on the timer. Once you've set all this up, you're ready to go. Look, for example, let's say you want to open a sell trade here. So let's set our conditions, a sell trade. A lot of people open a trade for a sell right away as soon as they get the signal from the bot, and that's it. The price seems to be going down. But then a new 5-second candle makes a move like this, and right away the price continues to drop. So a lot of people entered right here, and as a result, the price immediately moves in their direction, but in the moment they lose 10 points. But if you enter on the new 5-second candle right here, you instantly get plus 10 points. And you need to keep in mind that these situations are exactly what save you in critical moments. So when the market is standing still, when there isn't any real movement, this really acts as your safety net, you could say. But just now, we saw a very impulsive trade for more than 150 points. So in this case, this method kinda doesn't work. But there are literally 3 out of 10 trades that will really save you with this approach. Okay, let's talk about how to set up this robot. And for the next trade, we'll open it again at 32 or even 35%. That's already $740. Let's go to the next trade. I pick a pair, choosing ERUSD, select the currency pair in the booster bot, set the trade time to 1 minute, and now I wait for the signal. I get a sell signal, and right on the new 5-second candle, on a strong impulse, I open a sell trade. Now let's see what else we have here. We have pretty high percentages for a reversal, which means the trade is quite risky and there's good volatility. Well, most likely it will drop lower, and maybe only then will we see a reversal. And after this trade, I'll show you how to set up the robot specifically for yourself so it analyzes your pairs just for you. Do you prefer to trade slowly or quickly? We'll go over all of this right now. An excellent trade brings me $680 in profit. By the way, I made more than $1,700 in this video. How do you adapt the boost bot for yourself? Look, it's actually very simple and straightforward. You have 12 different currency pairs, so you need to choose one of the 12 pairs. It doesn't matter if it's OTC or not. For example, you pick EURUSD and lock in that currency pair. Next, you choose one of the available timeframes, 1, 3, or 5 minutes. Let's say you pick 1 minute. Now your algorithm. You need to open 5 or 10 trades, between 5 and 10 trades, on the EURUSD pair for 1 minute each. Accordingly, you request from the booster bot another 5 to 10 such signals. Why do you need this? You still have a time delay because some people, for example, like to trade slowly, and the time from receiving the signal to opening the trade might be, say, 10 seconds. Others are faster, just 1 second. So you can factor in those 10 seconds for additional analysis, and the booster bot does this. It sees your best currency pairs, and when, for example, it sees how you work, it knows how much time you need, so it adapts specifically to you. It might seem like a small thing, but it actually helps a lot. So I'll leave a link to this bot in the description. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in our Telegram channel or contact our support team. I'll leave the link in the description. That's it for now. I'll say goodbye and see you in the next videos.